Hello, and welcome to today's Soulful Conversation. What I love about these are conversations with real clients and their real Reiki journeys and stories. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. And if you have already subscribed, welcome back. And if you've not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Hit that notification button and leave in the comment below what you enjoyed about today's episode. So for today, I have my beloved Rachel here, and we're going to just dive in because why not? And we're going to try to keep this short because honestly, we could talk here for who knows how long. We already talked like 30 minutes before we even press play or hit the record. So, okay. So Rachel, let's just kind of start with how we met each other.
Yeah, so I guess it was the turn of 2020.
Right.
I went to a visualization meditation with one of my girlfriends and was like, ooh, where can I get this up at the lake? And she was like, you have to go see Mel. I'm like, okay, what does she do? She's like, she does Reiki. And so I went to my first Reiki session, and it was mind-blowing.
We bonded right away.
Bonded straight away. We were best friends. And I could just feel the energy like go through my body. And I've always known I was an intuitive type person. I've always been very empathetic. I've always been able to read energy and feel energy, but I didn't have any words around it.
Sure.
And during that first Reiki session, I was like, whoa. I mean, I have chills talking about it. I was like, whoa, what is this? And then, just started going with you, and we were friends, and
it's been amazing.
It's been
amazing. And just there's so many things. I'm like, okay, let me stay focused and try to compartmentalize this. I know, we got it. Okay. So I do want to say, by the way, happy anniversary, because just yesterday was your 1-year anniversary of becoming a Reiki master.
Yes.
As well. So let's just kind of touch about, let's talk about a few highlights of maybe what you experienced during your Reiki sessions and what intrigued you enough to learn Reiki.
Yeah. Well, I think it was finally being able to put a concept and words around what I had always known to be true and to feel. And it felt so good. And at that time, I was really transitioning my business towards more, self-care service, integrative health tools and opportunities. And I immediately just knew I have to include Reiki in an offering for my clients, for myself, for my friends, for my family. I'm like, Reiki for everyone.
You do it all.
Yeah, so that is how I just kind of knew. It was just a knowing.
Yeah.
And it felt just so secure to have a tool that I could always pull out no matter where I was to help myself.
Yes.
And obviously it was 2020, so we were all going through a lot. I was working as a speech pathologist in a hospital and just really wanted to lean more into the tools I could use to calm my nervous system down, to heal, personal development, all the stuff.
Check. Loving it. And I want to definitely dive in here about what was your favorite thing that you recall about your Reiki training?
Oh, the training. Well, obviously the community. I mean, the you attract so many wonderful, open-hearted people.
Thanks.
Like quick connections with everybody I've ever done anything with you, with them. It's been such a nurturing, safe environment that you provide.
Totally
So
agree. Definitely
community. And obviously you. Like I like hanging out with you.
Thanks. I mean, I think I'm a good time. But...
You're obviously a good time. So that. And then I don't know, we all kind of, like, for lack of a better expression, just geek out on this energetic stuff together.
Yeah.
We're always in that state of wonder of, like, building those connections and how the intuitive, downloads come in and how we can read each other's energy and what's going on physically and what's going on emotionally and what's going on through all the realms together. So I think that's so fun, too, because that's what I love about all this energetic work is just constantly being in awe and wonder and surprise about how it's all connected and how we're all connected.
Yes,
and I think all of us come in to your Reiki trainings with that sense of like, ooh, what's going to happen?
Excitability.
Or is this right? Yeah. Well, and just being able to be vulnerable. There's not many environments where you can come into a situation and be open-hearted and open-minded and be vulnerable and be willing to make mistakes or willing to not understand and willing to learn new things. So it's just a really fun environment to be in.
That was beautiful from your perspective because and thank you for sharing that, because for me, like, there's certain things that I see and touch on is, every single training, the right people, the right energy, synergies, everything comes together every single time. But your group that you took your trainings with is, there was a niche between you all, a niche. And I love all of you many of you have your own businesses and things, and how you have then flourished your business and your personal self-exploration and growth. And Reiki, I really believe, was part of that propelled each of you forward. Yes. And how you all connect and you all support one another in it's just beautiful. Yeah. It's just downright beautiful to witness and to certainly be a part of. Now, let's tap into your business and how you're incorporating Reiki into that, because, girlfriend, you got it going on. You were doing all the things. And when we met, it was all about compassion and kindness and teaching children this, which I loved.
Right. So I started my company, CraftinGood, in 2019. It was incorporated, and it started off as a subscription box. So a lot of the tools I was using were more physical, like using, supplies to create things that were spreading kindness in the family and community. Well, the funny thing was, there was no self-compassion offering, which I was not prioritizing my self-compassion either. So the company was it's hard. It was definitely a reflection of where I was personally. So it's been funny as I have been prioritizing my wellness and well-being and holistic health. The company also started offering that because I started receiving Reiki. I knew immediately I wanted to offer this to people. And so I partner with other companies to do it contract-wise for like employee health. I also offer it through my company, CraftinGood, in person and virtually. I do little baby animals and my friends that live all over and clients that live all over. But what's going on now, I've combined, so I'm also a meditation teacher too. I've combined meditation and Reiki now. So my main Reiki offering I have available now is a fusion of both. So I infuse Reiki into meditation, which I think is so fun because, people, it's kind of like a in for people that maybe haven't done Reiki before, that haven't, experienced that. They know what meditation is. So it's really just like, okay, here's a meditation. Let's get you into that meditative zone. And then I'm going to channel the Reiki in so they can have more of an opportunity to accept it, honestly.
Sure. Love it.
Yeah. So I've done it custom for people, for groups, and I've done it for conferences and stuff. And it's been really fun. So
and very fulfilling.
So fulfilling. And I'm still... this is probably more personal work I got to do, but I'm still just so in shock of how it touches people. Yeah. It's happened to me over and over and over, and so I do know it, but it's also, especially at this conference I did in January when I did Reiki meditation for about 100 people, and they're entrepreneurs. They're open-minded. It was definitely, a more holistic, more modern, progressive conference, too. It wasn't like your stuffy business conference. But still, some people that have never experienced Reiki, had no clue what it is, came up to me afterwards and was like, "What have you done to me?" And I'm like, "It's not me. It's the Reiki." But they're like wide open, And so now I'm partnering with some people to bring it to their clients in Charlotte and stuff too. So it's like a miracle worker. It's amazing. It just hits people at a different level than I think people are used to. Or more like mainstream, modern people are used to operating at a, automatic, zone rather than an intentional focus.
Cruise control.
Present. Exactly.
Yeah, we're all on cruise control.
Right.
Well articulated on that. I love it. Now, I want to touch on, again, we have so many things to share.
Yeah.
Human design.
Yes.
Hello, guru here of human design. If you don't know what human design is, let's kind of quickly give an intro to that and then what it does.
Yes. So human design is basically a visual map of your energy. It synergizes modern science like the genetic code and intuitive ancient intuitive sciences like the Chinese I Ching, the Kabbalah, Tree of Life, and the Hindi chakra system.
Yep.
And this man from Canada downloaded all this, wrote it all out for 8 days, and it's basically a synergy of all of those things. And it spits you out this visual of how your unique energy flows throughout your body and how it interacts with other people and the environment. So it's such a practical tool. Again, it's like a visual of something that is not visual. It's only felt, right? But it brings us a visual of it that's so helpful, so practical. It informs how you can make decisions, how your energy best flows in your environment, what is your purpose. I mean, it can go from very granular to like how you should eat and where you should eat. And I say should very loosely because it's an experiment. It's meant to be an experiment. It's not a prescription. It's not a cult. It's not a religion. It's really a map saying, hey, try this.
Right.
Does this work for you? Does this make your life better? If not, it's not your tool. If it does, it can transform your life. And obviously, like, I get so excited about it because I'm obsessed with it.
I can't tell.
I've seen transformation in my own life and relationships, but in my clients, I mean, people have made more money when they realize how their energy works. They've moved houses, they've moved their offices, they've rearranged things to make their lives better. They've time blocked their schedule and now all of a sudden have energy again and have purpose and excitement again and have more self-compassion and have more compassion for humanity as a whole, because when you see how unique and diverse your energy is, then you can appreciate the uniqueness and diversity in others.
Absolutely.
So it's a really wonderful like racial healing and justice tool. And so I am obviously obsessed with it. And the reason I went towards human design is because with the Reiki, I could feel these energy shifts, and human design really just gives you a visual for that. So it was a nice complementary tool to give my clients and myself. So it's just been a great complementary tool to Reiki, because it's like, here's your map. Let's play with the logistics of things. And then Reiki really gets to your subconscious and gets to your energetic body in a way that helps you move through that energy map in an easier way. So it's like chef's kiss.
Right. Well put. Well, what I loved when I did, I had, pulled my chart and everything with you, is I'm a manifesting generator and I'm very creative. I'm constantly creating, right? So that is like so me, and everything that I do in my life is a solid gut yes.
Yes.
Or a
gut
solid
intuition,
gut no.
Gut authority.
And that it was like literally in black and white.
It says gut authority.
Yeah.
Sacral
right in the
authority.
chart.
Yeah.
Boom. So how certain characteristics and how I go about my day to day, it just, for me to have the visual to put with that on paper, I was like, okay.
Well, and it's so nice because, if you are, in a personal development space or a spiritual space, you know that there's a difference between what your soul wants and what feels good to your soul and what society tells you is right, what your cultural conditioning is, what your family conditioning can be, like all those shoulds, right? Like, well, I should work a 9 to 5, that's like normal or whatever. And human design really helps parse out that too. So it's like, well, what does my true energy want? If I'm not operating like this, then I can see that, oh, that's family conditioning, and then I can readjust. It also helps you regulate your emotions, because your emotions give you signals of, ooh, this is in alignment or this is not in alignment.
Yes.
And each type in human design has a not self and a self emotion tied to it. So they're like little guardrails, like, hey, I'm a generator. That's what my aura type is. And my not self theme is frustration, and my self theme is satisfaction. So I know when I go to bed at night and I'm feeling so satisfied that my life is generally aligned. If I can think of something like, a job or a commitment or something that's giving me a lot of frustration when I think about it, it's like, ooh, it's not aligned. And then you can get curious about that and make adjustments to get it more aligned or make a total change. But the human design can give you suggestions basically to flow your life in a way that feels really good.
Right.
Yeah.
It is your energetic map.
Literally.
It helps guide the way. Yeah. And there's a lot of times in our life we're like, oh my gosh, please just give me some type of guidance. Well,
there it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Right there.
And it's so specific, and there's so many little rabbit holes you can go down it that it's really a curiosity device too. And you just marvel at every human being, but especially when you're seeing your own, you just marvel at your unique energetic gifts and that they're there for a reason.
Right.
Like, I always knew I had organizing tendencies, that I could be organized, But when I saw it in my map, I was like, oh, that's there for a reason. Like, I
Right.
need to use that
Yep.
and exploit that energetic gift to express my energy in the way it wants to express. So now I'm like looking for opportunities to express my energetic gifts in certain ways. So it's really like a mindset shift, and it's just so fun and fascinating.
And I will make sure that I link your website in the comments here,
You can get a
or
free
in the
map.
description. Get a free map, and
Yep.
then you can set up a human design consultation and a whole reading and all of that, because it really is very beneficial to help in your personal life, your professional life, really just all aspects.
It really is. It touches every area of your life.
So we'll make sure that we link that there. And then before we wrap up here, Rachel, you have a very exciting program that is getting ready to launch here. And so hit us with the highlights on that, and we'll go from there.
I'm so excited. It's called the AMP Energy Lab. It's a 6-month engagement. We meet together as a group 1 time a week live over Zoom. Every session is going to start with a Reiki meditation. Reiki is all up in it. And then we're going to, each person also gets an Unleash Human Design opportunity with me, which is a one-on-one session. So it's kind of your evaluation before the program gets going. And I am your basically energetic optimizer in your pocket.
I can't see that at all.
Right? So we're going to go through all those creative blocks you might have. So this is really great for entrepreneurs, people that are going through a transition, if you need a new job or if you just got a new job, if you're bringing a creative project into life. These are the times in our life where our conditioning and our blocks really start piling on us, because it's that fear of the unknown to the next step. So this energy lab is meant to be an accelerator to bust through all those blocks. And it works like an amp, literally works like an amp. So we plug you into your source, which is your energy map. We get rid of all the resistance, just like an amp does, and then we amplify your vibration out into the world to make the impact that you are here to make.
I dig it. Oh my gosh, I dig it.
Yeah.
You were just on fire, honey. All the things. I love your energy. I love everything that you're bringing to the world. It's so infectious. I love that you're healing not only yourself, you're healing those around you and your community. And you have a very strong community. And it's really cool to watch all of that come together for you. So congratulations. Keep rocking.
Gosh.
Keep
Thank you,
shining.
Mel.
Keep doing it. We need this. This is what the world needs.
Yes, it does. I mean, we were just talking before we hit record, like, our humanity is growing and evolving at such a rapid rate, energetically and socially. I mean, you can see it. So it helps to have these tools. They're necessary now. So
They really are.
Thank you, Mel, for providing this space, but also for using your energetic gifts to propel and send ripples out into the world and train people like me so I can do it. Okay? Thank you. We love you so much. Talk about a community.
Thank you.
I mean, you really foster a sense of safe community, and it's just so nourishing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
Love
that's
you.
such a high note to end on. Love you, my dear. Well, wow. All right, we've got some Reiki to do. Speaking of Reiki. So we really hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you have not already, please make sure you subscribe. Share this video with others that would enjoy this just as you did. All right, my friend. We will see you so soon.
Thank you.